Now let's talk about some of the fun stuff. We're
Yes.
getting a bit serious there,
Marketing is
talking
fun.
about marketing is fun. Tell me some of the best examples that you see of marketing a property. What do you think really stands out and you say, gee, they've done that well?
I think when properties are considered they're very tailored, and when their target market is top of mind, and it hits the target market between the eyes, and that's through professional photography.
Yes,
Visuals are such an important aspect of the selling process. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good headlines, catchy headlines, not the cliched headlines.
Yeah, some can be a bit awkward, can't they?
Vendor says sell. Well, of course the vendor says sell. That's what we're selling.
Yeah, renovators delight.
That's right. Yeah, so just being creative, but not over the top, not trying to be too clever. You've just got to keep thinking about the target market, and good use of copy is crucial too. A lot of agents, they'll have professional photographers, they'll have the floor plans done, they'll have the signs done. And then when it comes to copy, unfortunately, they let themselves down a lot.
Yeah.
And they do it themselves. A lot of them don't like it and shouldn't really be expected to do it in some instances. So that's something also that needs to be considered on a professional level.
Yeah.
And again, vendors love to see the professionalism used, even outsourced on the use of their property, because you've only got one chance out there, and you either want to be you want to be in the market, not on the market.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than poorly written copy. I mean, we're obviously professional writers, so it stands out really blatantly to us. But sometimes you see those really long copies or just too short, and both are actually doing an injustice, because people aren't going to sift through long copy.
Yes.
But they do well enough to be descriptors. So I guess it's the balance of those, isn't it?
Yeah, it's as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. So you've got to try and get that right. Unfortunately, again, a lot of when agents get busy and they're great and they've got lots of listings happening, which is what they're wanting, the marketing falls away and they spend little time on their copy. And what happens is they lose the creativity and the benefits from the copy, and that's what purchasers are looking for. It's a very emotional time to buy property. They're looking for the emotion in property, not so much investors, but certainly when you first home buyers and families are definitely looking for the lifestyle aspect, and they want to see those benefits come through, not just the list of features, the 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, large entertainment area that reads like every other ad, and that's unfortunately what happens when agents get busy and they leave the copy to the last minute, and you can't write good copy in 5 minutes.
Now, editorials are also a bit of a bonus that agents seek out. I mean, as a professional copywriter, you would have a much higher success rate, I guess, in gathering those.
Yes.
How many people who write poor copy get editorials? Do you ever see it? Or
not many.
So it just everything has to be that package, doesn't it?
Well, it does, because it's easy for the editors to choose good copy, because it means less work for them. So if they have good photography, good copy, they can simply just slot it in, and they're working to a deadline, and that helps them out enormously. If they have to sit down and weed through poor copy, then it's just too hard. So that's why it pays to have professionally written copy, or if you're great at it, that's fantastic. But again, as long as it needs to be and as short as possible.
I'm interested in what you think the worst examples of marketing property are out there, because I think you can learn a lot from mistakes and what you see. You
can, and it's not just lack of education, it's sometimes just time. People are busy and they think, I'll just take that snap, and then they get it back to the office and download it, and it's not quite right, but I haven't got time to fix it, and then that image is being portrayed.
Well, you see that a lot in property management too.
Yes, you do.
People invest all the money in the sales side to sell it, and then getting a good tenant.
That's right.
Is really equally important. So I think there's a good lesson for property management there.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I think there's some great examples of what not to do with property management. I've seen shadows of the photographer strewn across the carpet. Looks like a big monster.
Like dead body.
Dead body, the outline, that's right. another good one of years ago I saw where it was, and this used to happen quite regularly, a photograph of the opposition sign in front of the house. So it obviously had gone from one listing to one agent to another.
Yeah.
And so they were advertising the previous previous agent. So just little things like bins in front of properties, weeds, dishes in sinks, just the wrong time of day. There are so many things that make a big difference and need to be considered.
And I guess getting someone to check your work as well. You know, you're ready to like, just get someone to spend 10 minutes going through and looking for those obvious things that take that shine off your professionalism. Really, you've got to think about it as your own.
That's right, you do. And even sometimes a professional photographer may not pick up little things. You know, it might be the creepy crawly in the pool, and the pool's the big hero shot, the feature, and all you can see is the creepy crawly. And you know, send that. If your name's attached to that marketing, it's your profile. So you need to send that back and say, we need to get that out of there and take another shot, or those sorts of things you can legally remove. Photoshop.
Of course, we can't just Photoshop out Stobie poles or anything that's misrepresenting.
Absolutely.
Misrepresenting the property, but I understand.